3 more weeks to go, you guys, and we just need one more win to get into playoffs. The sooner we get that, the sooner we can start relaxing. Let's see if we can grab that win today. Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to our Week 8 match up against my coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think I got that name pronunciation right, hopefully. And as I said in the intro, you guys, we just need one more win. We get one more win, we have 6 wins, we're in playoffs, and that's locked in. That's just not, you would always get in with 6 wins. We've locked in. Results of elsewhere have gotten to the point where if we get 6 wins, guaranteed playoffs, we're in the position where we can lock into our playoff spot 2 weeks before the end of the season. That'd be huge, guys. That's just such a huge relief. And the sooner we can get this win on our belt, the better, because this week and next week we're up against coaches that are really out. They're not out of the playoff race, but they're on the bad end of it, really. Whereas our final opponent, he is already locked in his playoff position, and I do not want to have to go in against him, having to go all guns blazing to get a playoff seed. I'd rather have a playoff seed guaranteed, and I wouldn't care what season it is. Just have it locked in so that it's done. It's that way. And then our last week, we're under less pressure to having to build a more serious build going into playoffs. So look, that's where we are, and I'm hopeful that we can get the win this week. It's a scary enough matchup. There's a couple of things I don't like that we're dealing with. And it is what it is every week, you guys. We just got to deal with it, and hopefully we pick up the W. But yeah, our opponent's team, as you can see from me here now, consists of GLISCOR, Zero Aura, Cinderace, Mega Altaria, Shaman, Empoleon, Orbeetle, Surfetched, Garbodor, Spiritomb, and the Lickitung. He's got a couple of threats there, you guys. Zero Aura, of course, is a big problem. He's got the Cinderace, Blaze Cinderace, of course. Here we're not in the CLTU anymore. We got that crazy Uber shenanigans. No, Blaze Cinderace, so that does make it a little bit easier. But of course, Power Ball is a big issue. Mega Altaria for me is always kind of gone under the radar. It's a Pokemon I always I kind of want to use, but I haven't really got the chance to yet. It's not high up on my list yet, but you kind of get what I mean. But Mega Altaria is there. And he's got a couple of Pokemon that is also a little bit of a nuisance. GLISCOR is a huge nuisance, right? There's just no getting around the fact that GLISCOR is a problem, right? But hopefully we can deal with it. Empoleon is a big problem for my team. I know you're probably thinking, Irish, you got Mega Medicham and the Lando T, but Empoleon is able to kind of come in on Tapu Fini very often. And then it's hard to kind of pivot around it. It's a little more awkward dealing with Empoleon in this matchup. It means it gets freer of rocks as well, so it's a nuisance. The one good thing about this team, though, that we're up against is that his Ghost Resist is Lickitung. So Aegislash has a bit of a fun time. Spiritomb or Orbeetle have to come this week to deal with Mega Medicham. One of the two has to come. That's fine. It just means that, right, I've kind of already forced him to bring one of those two. Me personally, I've used Spiritomb before. I would use Spiritomb to deal with the Mega Medicham, but so he has to bring that. He may have to. That might force him to bring a form of a bulkier Mega Altaria to kind of help deal with that too. So you can kind of see that the pieces on the chessboard have moved slightly, and it's a bit more awkward to deal with. But yeah, that's our opponent's team. Let me show you what I'm bringing. First thing we're bringing is Mushroom Aramungus, who's been sitting on the bench recently, but this is probably one of those matchups where he will be exploited to really good use, and I'm hopeful that we can do that. Moveset wise, I'm bringing Spore, Giga Drain, Clear Smog, and Worry Seed. Yeah, Worry Seed. Interested in I know. The idea here is that Shaman is his only Spore answer, so we kind of come in, get the Spore. If he brings the Shaman, which Shaman might sit here, but we'll see. But Shaman will be his only answer, and Shaman will not be too keen on coming in on Amoonguss. So that will give us opportunities to Spore Pokemon and shut them certain Pokemon down. Giga Drain is going to be our main stab move to deal with the GLISCOR. And the Clear Smog is to prevent setup with the GLISCOR, with the Mega Altaria. You see where I'm going with. And Worry Seed is our kind of our smart little tech to stop GLISCOR in its tracks. So we should hopefully get GLISCOR for 3, 4, 5 turns. Click Worry Seed. Then all of a sudden it doesn't have the poison heal ability. It has the Insomnia ability, and that round of toxic poison after a few turns will maybe have it lose 50% of its HP, and that's a problem for him. That's a big problem for him. So hopefully we can kind of position him into the point where we can kick Warrior Seed and break through that GLISCOR, and then all of a sudden he's like, damn, I've lost my GLISCOR here, and that'll force him to switch, and we can kind of play around with it then after that. So hopefully that we can kind of get that up and running, and we'll see how it goes. EV wise, really quickly, I have to run max special attack so that I can ensure to break through a max Spadef GLISCOR with the Giga Drain. And a max Spadef GLISCOR's substitute. That's what I mean, because I can't really allow him to get subs. If he's able to get subs up against my Mungus, that whole Warrior Seed tech is gone. So a little bit of a problem, but hopefully Mungus is here, is able to do the job. Come in, click spores, just be a nuisance, and then allow the rest of the team to kind of do the rest of the work there. After that, we have Slayer, our Mega Medicham this week, rocking out with Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Baton Pass, and Toxic as its moveset. I'll just quickly go into EVs, you guys. It's max speed, max attack. We have to speed tie the Shaman, and we have to speed tie, or actually it's just speed tying the Shaman, to be honest, on that team. So that's the reason why it's just Jolly with 252 speed, 252 attack. Moveset wise, I only need Drain Punch and Ice Punch. That's all I need. Drain Punch for the Empoleon, and Ice Punch for the GLISCOR and the Mega Altaria, and Drain Punch is just, if Drain Punch is able to hit everything else, you could argue you could brought Fire Punch for the Orbeetle. Honestly, I don't care. I think we're fine. Like the Orbeetle, if it comes, we have several Pokemon to able to deal with it. So then I kind of said, you know what, the last two moves, let's make Mega Medicham be a little bit more utility. Baton Pass and Toxic. Toxic, the Pokemon that's going to come in and try and be a nuisance to our Mega Medicham. So Toxic, that thing. Baton Pass, then pivot out as well, so that, oh yeah, the Spirit Thing come in. Let's Baton Pass out. Get out of here. Perfect. So that's the idea behind the Mega Medicham. After that, I have Paladin, our Aegislash, and as I said in the team preview just there a couple of minutes ago, he's only got one Ghost Dancer, and that's Ligatung, so Aegislash is coming to full effect. Moveset wise, we're bringing King Shield, Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, Close Combat. EV wise, I am bringing enough physical attack so that our Close Combat is able to 2-hit KO a fully Fizz-Def Empoleon, and I'm bringing enough special attack to ensure that we're able to basically get 2-hit KOs on like most things that we need to, like Mega Altaria, the Flash Cannon, the Lazero Aura, that kind of stuff, if you catch my drift. I then have 248 in HP, so we can get as much bulk as we possibly can, and then 12 in speed, so we cannot be spec crept. And that's really it, you guys. The 12 in speed is really big for the Empoleon, so that we're able to ensure that we don't get Scald burn. I want to be able to click CC. Even if I'm in this sword form, look, let me eat the Scald, get the CC off. I need to get that real big damage off an Empoleon and really force it to go for the roost the following turn or force it out. So that's the idea there. And look, I'm hopeful that Aegislash will do the work. I'm hopeful. Next up, I'm bringing Morrigan, our Tapu Fini this week with Defog, Moonblast, Surf, and Knockoff as the moveset. He gets really easy hazards with GLISCOR and Empoleon, and Toxic Spikes with the Garbodor. We're going to need Defog. Simple as that, unfortunately. So that's just the way it's going to have to be. We're going to have to keep like Fini knocking around, defogging hazards until we can get rid of the Garbodor and a couple of other bits and pieces. Moonblast is there for the Mega Altaria. Surf is our main stat move for the rest of his squad, and the Knockoff is a little bit more utility. I wish we had a move that's able to break Empoleon here, but do you know what? Knockoff isn't the worst. If it means I can knock off a Shuka Berry or the Fighting Berry, I'm happy with that, so I'll take it. EV wise, I'm bringing 248 HP. I'm bringing enough Biz-Def so that like Gunk Shot from Cinderace isn't something that we sweat. It's going to be very easy to deal with. I'm bringing enough speed to make sure that we're able to outspeed 0-speed GLISCOR, and then I'm 96 in special attack so that we just hit a little bit harder. And that's basically the Tapu Fini set, and hopefully it'll stick around and do the work for us. Next up, we'll Beast our Lando T, and it's probably the first time in a while that I am bringing a defensive Lando T. Step Rock, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Knockoff is the move set. It's just a standard Lando T move set, so I'm not going to go dive into it. EV wise, it's a little bit more interesting, so I'll probably spend more time there talking to you guys through that with you guys. I'm bringing 248 HP. I'm bringing enough attack, so 20 EVs in attack, so that U-Turn is always a 2-hit KO on a offensive Orbeetle if that comes, so happy days. I'm bringing enough Fizz Def so that a return from Mega Altaria never 2-hit KOs us if it's 252 attack, so that's what that is there for. It means we can come in on a Dragon Dance and Dragon Dance in Mega Altaria and start hitting it, which is great. 12 in speed so we don't get spell crept, and then I put the rest in Spadef in case we need to deal with some special threat that's knocking around somewhere. I like to say Shaman or something. We just can live a hit a little bit longer and get a bigger hit off. So that's the idea behind that. And lastly, I'm bringing Detonate our Turtonator, and I'm bringing the Shell Smash again. Look, honestly, this was probably the one Pokemon I was just so stuck on. I was like, how do I get this to go? I need someone to help me break through Empoleon again, while also having something that just does not get hard walled by Mega Altaria, that could be a huge threat offensively to everybody else. It was a problem. It was like, how do I do this? And I was struggling with it, but I think this is probably going to be our best bet, so hopefully it can do the job. We're rocking out Earthquake, Flash Cannon, Fire Blast, and Shell Smash. Earthquake with the 60 in attack EVs is there to make sure that we can 2-hit KO an Empoleon when we're at +2 with the Shell Smash, which is great. The Flash Cannon, Fire Blast, that is for the Mega Altaria, and Fire Blast is our main stab move. That's what that is there for. Simple as that. For the rest of the EVs, I got enough speed so that we're able to outrun Cinderace, but we can never outrun the Zeraora unless we get to +4, which is be nuts. And then I'm running Hasty because I can't afford the negative attack nature, and I think we're probably looking at maybe setting up in front of Empoleon, and I feel like we might be seeing a Fire Blast Mega Altaria, potentially for the Amoonguss. So, and maybe I kind of was thinking it might be better as well if we're dealing with the Orbeetle, if we're able to set up in front of the Orbeetle. So I kind of went like, let's just go with the negative defense nature. It means our Spadef is like still at a healthy enough level where we can sponge the skulls, and we can kind of go from there, and hopefully it works. But yeah, that's the team. Let's get up into the battle. Alright, you guys, here we are in the battle. As you can see, we see Spiritomb, Empoleon, GLISCOR, Shaman, Zeraora, and the Altaria. Somewhat what we were expecting. Spiritomb had to be the Mega Medicham answer. Empoleon was definitely going to come because it was just a nuisance. GLISCOR, just a nuisance. Kind of has to price to see Shaman, truth be told, but he probably needed someone to break through the Tapu Fini, so there's that. He also brought the Zeraora. Probably need a couple of answers to that. And then he's, we'll see what happens. No Cinderace, very happy to see that. If we can get rid of the Zeraora, Turtonator can sweep here. If we can get the GLISCOR down weak enough, the Empoleon down weak enough, etc, etc. Who does he lead with here? That's the big question. If he predicts Lando, he will not lead with the Zeraora. It's as simple as that. He will lead with something like the Shaman. If he leads, part of me was always thinking I could just lead with Shaman, Turtonator, click the Shell Smash, and just cause havoc, and tell everybody, and just basically tell everybody, figure it out for yourself after that, you guys. I'm breaking. So there's that, but that does remove any sweeping potential for the rest of my team. I could lead with the Mega Medicham, because then that will force like anything in. The only, like, if he leaves with the Mega Altaria, I can baton pass out and we can go out to the Lando T and just have a deal with that, or go out to the Tapu Fini and just click Moonblast. Moonblast is very free other than on the Empoleon. So part of me is thinking we can lead with that, and if he goes into Zeraora, that's fine. We can just go out into the Lando T. Does mean he's going to get a knockoff, but I think we'll leave it on Mega Medicham. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to see what happens. Alright, in we go. Does indeed lead with this thing. I'm just going to Mega Evolve. If he hard switches, I'm just going to, I think he might go into the Spiritomb. So I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Baton Pass. He might click Protect. He does indeed just go straight onto the Spiritomb. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to Mega Evolve, Baton Pass. We are going to go right out into my Tapu Fini. I'm okay with this. Get me my Misty Terrain. And I'm just going to click Knockoff. I'm going to get rid of this Empoleon's item. If it has a berry, I want it gone. It's as simple as that. If it goes into it, we could bring in the Turtonator, but I just want to get rid of his berry, because he could be Shuka, he could be something else for the Mega Medicham. We could also bring in a Amoonguss on the Empoleon, get the Spore off, just be a problem. That's what I'm planning on doing. But yeah, we're just going to Baton Pass out. As in comes the Empoleon, just going to go for the knockoff. And off goes your lefties. I'm happy. Very, very, very happy to see that. We could go into Amoonguss here, and I could just get a Spore off. That would force him to Shaman. He will get rocks here for free, unfortunately. Or he can go for a Scald. That's the thing. That's the thing. I could go into Turtonator. I think it's a bit too early for that. So I think we go into Amoonguss. Just play a little bit more safer. as he does indeed get his rocks off. I am going to go for the Spore. If he goes down to Shaman, that's fine. I want to see what his answer is here. Oh, do I want to go for the clear Smog? No, we'll go Spore. Go Spore. I want the Spore. It was 3 rocks there, but it was always going to be 3 rocks. And I got rid of his lefties, so at least I know, okay, he's not some very reducing item, which is good. He goes for his own knockoff. I'm going to get the Spore. Oh shit. I keep forgetting about the terrain. That's okay. Go for the Giga Drain. Go for the Giga Drain. I keep forgetting about those little things. But let's not get tilted. Let's not get tilted. The terrain was obviously a bit of a nuisance. I keep forgetting about that. We're going to go into GLISCOR. At least we see that beautiful damage. I love it. He's going to get all that back. I am going for this again. I'm going to go for this again. If I can get rid of you, I'm happy. So I'm going to go for this again. And we'll see what happens. He's doing 6. I want to see that next damage calc right there. That's what I'm really focused in on. That's what I'm really focused in on. So I want to be prepared for that. Self rock, knock off. That's all okay. I'm happy enough with all that. We're just going to go for the Giga Drain. That might force in the Mega Altaria. I'm okay with that. It's not the end of the world. We'll see what happens, because I'm okay with just the Mega Altaria just being around. Like if Mega Altaria comes in, oh, there's the SD. Ooh, buddy. I see what you're doing. Let me clear Smog this. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Not having that. Okay, so that is going to want to bring in something. I wouldn't mind bringing in Mega Manicham here. Don't really want to bring in the Tapu Fini, but I think do I want to let this thing go down in order to get a hit off? I don't really want to. He might go for the Roost. I don't think he's going to go for Roost right in front of me. I am going to go into Mega Manicham. We can live a hit here. Let's be aggressive. There's the Ice Fang. That's fine. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. He is probably going to go out into the Spiritomb. So I'm going to Toxic here. Yeah, there we go. Land this, please. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And I'm just going to Baton Pass out. We could go into the Tapu Fini. But look, it is what it is. I got Toxic on this thing. Just wanted to get a little bit of chip. Kind of know what that GLISCOR set. Very, very scary. Very, very scary. But he's SD, Earthquake, Ice Fang. Gotta be careful about the sub, but we could play around that. That's all good. He might want to pivot. He does. That's beautiful. That is absolutely fantastic. This does give me Mungus. I'm gonna bring in a Mungus here. I could bring in Aegislash and go for a Shadow Ball, which would do big damage. Several things. Ooh, the rocks is the only thing preventing me going into Turtonator here, because I'm reasonably happy with the damage that we're after dishing out. It's the only thing preventing me, and I don't want to go into my Tapu Fini just yet, just to get rid of them. So we have to get in Spiritomb again to deal with it. I'm going to go into Aegislash. Like, what's his Ghost Resist? That's the mantra. And we're just going to take Shadow Ball. That's what we're doing. Clicking Shadow Ball. Goes out into the Empoleon, then we're just going to go for the CC. I need that thing broken. That's just the fact. I need that Empoleon just dead. So I'm just going to go CC and just break it, because when that thing is dead, then like the Turtonator opens up. Like, it just makes life a whole lot easier. And the rocks is the only thing that prevented my Turtonator coming in there. It really is. Don't want to do it. That does kind of reveal to him that I'm not heavy duty boots. It does reveal to him that I've got I'm some set of variants, so a little bit sucky, but it is what it is. Curious what he's going to do though. He's in with the Shaman. He's obviously thinking to himself, what do I do here? Do I go for does he go out into the Empoleon? It's going to be taking a hit. He goes for the Sea Flare. We eat that up. That's fine. He's Life Orb. That's cool. 58%. And the Spit Death Drop. The Sea Flare did 28.5%. I'm going to go back into my shield form. If he elects to sack this thing, I don't want to lose. Yeah, and he just did go for the move again. He went for the EP that time. Yeah, not happening. Not happening. Getting rid of the Shaman gives me Spore for the rest of the game. So, and gives less Tapu Fini come in way freer. So I'm actually going to go for it. I'm just going to kill it. If he preserves it, that's fine. But we should live this thing, and then we break through something. So I'm going to go for that. I'm just going to go for that. If he gives me, whom do you give me here? Damn, like you. Like if Empoleon, especially defensive, you have to go into this thing. You have to go into the Empoleon. That's what I'm thinking. That's his pick. He's going to keep that Spiritomb alive for ages, right? Like that's his play. He does indeed go for EP. That brings me down. That's fine. This thing, we're gonna be able to just get rid of this thing. Dead. Thank you. In comes the Mega Altaria. I am going to click. I cannot give you free setup. That's just a fact. So I'm going Flash Cannon here. So stop, dude. I'm not giving you that. Kill me. Thank you. Cheek E. Well, I'm not having that. I am just going to. I could predict the Empoleon here. That's bold. That is bold. Could predict that though. If I defog. Defog's relatively free, but I do lose my terrain. But if I defog, he'll go for rocks again. I could bring in my Mungus and I can get a Spore off. Unless he goes out into the Spiritomb. Ooh, what to do? Defog sounds very tempting. Very, very tempting. The really aggressive players are going to Lando here, but I don't want to. I'm just going to defog. Brings in the Zeraora instead, actually. That changed it. That's interesting. Interesting play there. Just going to go into my Lando. Maybe just reduce your attack. That's fine, man. You can bulk up. That's fine. I'm just going to go EQ. Toxic. Fine. Okay, so you're some disgusting set there. Let me get my rocks up. You're going to come in. I'm cool with that. I kind of want you around to check some stuff. So if you're sub, we're in trouble. But I'm a U-turn. Let me see what you're going to do. Actually, you might Ice Fang here. Morgan, Tapu Fini, all day. Goes to the EQ. That's fine. I know I'm letting you get back up, but at the end of the day, I'm happier doing that. Toxic sub, interesting set. You're worn down. You're going to come in. You're going to take more damage. Part of me is really tempted to just come in with Turtonator on the Empoleon switch in. And just click the Shell Smash. And I think I might, because the Turtonator, he will go for rocks next turn, or defog. So let me click the Moonblast on this thing coming in. Do I want to click Moonblast or Surf? Let's click the Moonblast. I can't see him staying in with that GLISCOR, but we'll see. I just think if we can get the Turtonator in, we're just going to break through something. The Medicham is very tasty here as well. If we predict that Empoleon switch, I would not mind thinking about it. Spiritomb is just going to get worn down every time. Just got to be careful here. He actually elected to stay in there. That was a bit crazy. We know we outspeed anyway, so like, dude, you're not doing anything crazy here. I'm just going to go for the Surf. If you break me, it means Spiritomb is a little bit more harder to break through, but it's toxic, so like it's on a timer. So it just takes a big hit and it's gone. You know, I don't think it breaks through my Mungus. I can pivot around it, just go in and out. So there's the Surf. Woo! Take that. Maybe that crit mattered. That GLISCOR is gone. Big problem, just removed from the field. I think Turtonator wins at this point. I think, like, but I don't get why he's gambling. Like, why? That was a huge gamble. Like, that's a massive gamble, right? Massive. That's humongous. I just don't get why you gamble that. Like, you have Mega Altaria. You don't bring that in. Zero, you don't bring that in. You literally have an Empoleon. You bring this thing in now. You literally had an Empoleon. Like, what were you thinking? I'm going to kick you around for the Mega Altaria. Lando T is going to check this, and that's it. Like, and just if you go for a sub, I'm just going to go for EQ, and just there's the Plasma Fist. I'm okay with that. What's your Earthquake answer here, buddy? You don't have one, so I'm just going to click EQ. In comes the Spiritomb. I'm okay with that. Yeah, 34%. That's fine. I'm just going to click the U-turn and see from there. We outsped, so it looks like we're going to be going first. You have to read the text in Showdown to figure that one out. It's like a little bit more nuisance. You'll probably want the pain split, so I'm going to go into Mushroom to give you less of that foul play. That's perfect. I'm okay with that too. I'm just going to go Giga Drain. Oh, Cut Sap. Okay, well, that obviously sucks, but nice tech. I'll give him that. Nice tech. That's nice tech. That gives me. Who do you come in here? We just lead with the. I think we just lead with the Lando T, right? Because if he leads with the Mega Altaria, it goes to -1, even though he's Hyper Voice. I don't care. If he leads with the Zero Aura, we EQ. If he leads with the Empoleon, we EQ. So I could also. So I think we lead with the Lando T, and he has to figure out how to get around that. I think that's the situation there. So I think we just do that. We leave with the Lando T, just click EQ, figure it out. I said it all along. This Empoleon, going to be a nuisance. The whole game. The Mega Altaria weakened a little bit. Sub Hyper Voice, used the sub Toxic Plasma Fist. That's just a disgusting set. No matter what way you get around it, like it's just nasty. Sub Toxic Plasma Fist, just nasty. But I'm just going to leave with the Lando T, and if he leaves with the Mega Altaria, it gets down to -1. And yeah, the only thing I don't want is to go into Tapu Fini, because it's just not the best. Although you could argue, let me take a moment here. You could argue that I could go into Mega Medicham here. He's got lefties on his Zero Aura, which is a little bit of a nuisance. But you could argue I can go into my Mega Medicham here, because it would break through one of these Pokemon. And if he leads to the Zero Aura, then I could just switch out into my Lando T and we just wear it down. Again, for Turtonator to pop off, I need to get into Empoleon, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with my Mega... Yeah, with this thing. You're within range, right? Potential high roll here. I'm going to... Baton Pass, because I think he goes into Zero Aura or the Empoleon. If I had Poison Jab, it's a different story here. Yeah, Baton Passing. Goes into Empoleon. Good stuff. We're popping it. That's the plan. We're popping it. I'm popping the Turtonator. This is it. We're going for it. We're clicking the button. Roar. Oh, nice. Nice tech. Okay, that shuts down the Turtonator. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Look, that was always going to be a case with that Turtonator set. It was just something that we had to gamble. The Turtonator kind of useless now for the rest of the game, but that's okay too. I am just kicking Earthquake because you do not have an EQ answer. Gone, thank you. Zero or Mega Altaria left. In comes the Mega Altaria. You are now within range of my Mega Medicham. I'm going to go into my Turtonator now. Don't need you anymore. Goes for the Roost. That's fine. I'm just going to go for the Flash Cannon. And I just want to make sure that he doesn't break through his sub. We break through his sub. We do. There's the Hyper Voice. Almost get knocked out. 42%. That's perfect. I'm clicking it again. That's fine. I think we can go out into... I have to be very careful here. We have to go out into Mega Medicham. And I have to click Ice Punch. We should kill. It should be at the point where we do kill. If it goes out into the Zero Aura, then we just go back out into Lando T. We do kill. Perfect. Now comes the Zero Aura. Zero Aura, talk to me here, buddy. 252 Plasma Fists against me. It's a roll. You have to be jolly. Are you fully invested? I do not know. Drain Punch. How much is this doing? I think we go for this because you might go for sub, and if not, then we go into Lando T and we kill it. I think we just do that. Yeah. That's game, I think. Yeah, just prevent that sub. That should put us within. That means Plasma Fist will not kill us. So he goes for the Plasma Fist unless he's got something wild, but nope. And GG. That's playoffs. 6 wins. We'll take that. That is playoffs. Woo! I'll take it. It's only have to hit me now. Because that was so intense. But we have to make it. We were in playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. FIPA Grade 5. This is the highest competitive league going, and we bang playoffs. Get in the van. I will take that. Yes, all day. Beautiful. Awesome. GG to our opponent. That was very, very tough, and he had some real nuisance Pokemon, but I'll take a 3-0. Give me the win. Let me run on out of here. Beautiful stuff, and we're in playoffs, baby. 2 more weeks to go. Let's see if we can get a 7th win next week. And I'll be honest, last week, we'll see what happens. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up there today. As always, a link to my opponent's draft league profile will be in the description down below. It's a good feeling. That's pressure off now. That's pressure off for the rest of 2 weeks. Yeah, definitely go check them out. And also, if you like today's video, please click the like button down below for me. Click that subscribe button as well. Click the bell icon so you know when videos are coming out. I will be back streaming hopefully sometime late September, early October. So link to my Twitch channel is in the description down below. Playoffs, get in! Yes! Merch is in the description down below if you want to check that out. But yeah, I'm going to get on up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.